You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Well, Russia, do you feel safe? Ukraine, do you feel safe now? Switzerland, do you feel neutral? Do you feel safe? In America, do you feel safe? See, people want to feel safe. People have felt safe for far too long in the United States of America. We got spoiled on the idea of nobody can kick our butts. We got really spoiled on that idea. Do you feel safe right now? Well, there's food in the stores, there's gas at the gas station, and anytime you hit the light switch, the lights come on. Do you feel safe? Well, there's a very scary disease out there. Very scary. Oh, don't worry. We've got the booster rooster, cock-a-doodle doing, telling you if you do what he says, you'll feel safe. Those who desire safety, folks, over freedom, bad move. You see, governments can promise safety. Governments can sell safety. But we never seem to get it, do we? You can feel safe. You can feel secure. It's an illusion. You can feel unsafe, unsecure. It's an illusion. When you're a kid, think about this. Remember back or remember your children if you don't want to remember back that far. You're in your room. It's dark. Your cousin has been teasing you all night about the boogeyman under the bed, the boogeyman in the closet, the axe murderer outside in the forest. So you hide under your blankets. And then you get a sense of security. You're under your blankets. You can't see anybody. You're safe. Really, what has changed? Your perception of reality. There's no one in here. I'm safe, right? You're under your blanket. How about this one? You as a kid, right, are all alone in your bedroom, and then your big brother comes home. He comes in the room, right, gets in his bed. Now you're safe. Wow. That's not safety. We don't have safety. There is no safety net. That's a political lie. All we are getting, folks, is fabricated reality to make you feel a certain way. It is an emotional enticement. Okay, it's an emotional enticement. The only way you can be safe is to take action. The only way you can be safe is to be engaged. The only way to be safe, right, is minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, being on top of everything. And you are still not safe, but at least you're prepared. Now, let's step back again, bigger picture. Is Russia safe from the West? No. No. The West being Europe, they hate Russia. They do. United States, everyone hates Russia. Russia's so bad. China's bad. They feel safer or have a sense of safety because they have nuclear weapons for deterrence, right? But if you want to feel safe, you need power like that. Nuclear weapons is power. You have the ability to respond and protect your safety. Your ability to respond, your possession of materials that ensure, or rather can be utilized directly. That is as close as you're going to get to safety. Ukraine thought they were safe, folks, till they turned around and there was no Joe Biden. There was no NATO behind them. They set a couple of guns on the ground and turned around and ran. Ukraine is not safe. But folks, before I get too much further, I did post a video. It's like a 7-minute video, repost one that a guy did. He is Eastern European and or Russian. speaks great English and explains all of the atrocities that all sides have committed in this Russia-Ukraine situation. United States, NATO involved also. They're all liars trying to get you to believe which side you should be on. We should be on the Ukraine side. They want you to feel safe with them and their position. You want to be morally justified. Morally justified. So they tell you how good the Ukraine side is. They tell you how good the European and American side is. Remember, they're doing the same thing on the other side. Everyone wants to feel justified and safe and protected. But what have the Ukrainians found out? Nobody is going to protect them but themselves. Russians have the same idea. It is when you take action that you can become and secure what possible safety is available. Now, let's step all the way back to the United States of America. Do you feel safe? Well, if you have food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, if you have those things, you're going to feel safer. The reality is you have taken action so that if there's a problem with food, you have food. If there's a problem with energy, electricity, you have some solar, a generator, a wind turbine. Right? So you feel safer. You have some security there. Right? If there's a problem with the water system, power goes out, your well won't work. You have the ability to get water, store water, and purify water. That gives you a sense of security. You don't have to worry about those things. You're good. You're safe. Proper clothing, of course, adequate structure, house, building, whatever you're in. You have put yourself in the best location you can afford that works for your job, helps your family, whatever, right? Your bunker, right? Whether you're, one of the little pigs in a straw hut or a stick hut, or if you've got a brick hut, okay? But you feel safer. You do the best you can. As a prepper, you have taken action. And that's why I want you to prep and then tell others, get prepared. Just do some basic things and understand, begin to feel how that safety works, right? Is it real safety, like hiding under the blanket? Or is it the kind of safety you got as a kid when you're playing in your fort and you're protected, right? And you can throw rocks or apples or sticks at your friends as you're playing games, right? And they can't get to you because you have a fort. You are safe. You're armored. You're protected. It is just a feeling. None of us are truly safe. The best we can do is eliminate other people's opportunities to hurt us in one fashion or another. Eliminate or minimize governments and what they can do to us, because it is governments who are the biggest threat. They have the most power. They assume the most authority. They have the most resources, right? Now, if you're, I guess, George Soros or Klaus Schwab or Bill Gates, you have enough money or wealth that you can buy influence. You can buy protection. You can buy security. Switzerland, folks, who has historically been neutral. World War I is going on. Switzerland's like, we're neutral. We won't be fighting. World War II comes along. The biggest scourges on the planet. Nazis, Russia, the West, the US and England. They're like, we're neutral. We won't be engaging in any activity. Well, everyone put their money in Switzerland and said, well, whoever wins, they get all the gold, right? It's like they put all the gold in a pot right there. Well, Switzerland now, in a historic change, have decided to support Ukraine. Switzerland hasn't really been safe and neutral for some time when they started allowing the United States and England and other banking powerhouses to tell them, no, there's no more neutral bank accounts, no more invisible bank accounts. You have to tell us who owns what and where so we can control it. We can sanction it, punish it. Yeah, Switzerland has chosen sides on their privacy, so now they may as well choose sides when it comes to war. I wonder how safe Switzerland feels. I wonder how safe the people feel now. They're like, oh shit, our country's chosen a side. I guess we don't get to be neutral. And the rest of the world goes, yeah, you can't fight with Switzerland. Remember, they're neutral. Gone. The only way you can truly feel safe, folks, is in fantasy land. In reality, you can minimize the threats and then you can take action. Once again, you're prepared self-defense. What's going on in Ukraine doesn't matter here where you're at. What's going on in Ukraine is Ukraine. When it hits the fan here, then it's you, folks. They shut off the power grid. You are responsible for your security. You can't scream for the government. Who are they going to help you? There's millions of other people affected by a power outage or food shortages. There's millions of others who are affected, folks, if the water gets turned off. It is up to you to ensure your safety as best as possible. It is up to you to help yourself feel safe. Now imagine this. You're the dad, you're the mom in the house, got your kids, got your grandkids. And you're like, right, we'll protect you. And then the lights go off. Kids are scared, right? The boogeyman. They don't know what's going on. The fear of the unknown is upon them. If you have the ability to turn on some lights, calms them down, reassures them, you have taken action. If you don't have that ability, scared. There becomes a food problem. Once again, people go about 3-4 hours before they start worrying about their next meal. You have something in the cupboards, you're good. You have a pantry full of food, you're good. You have some reserves to go through a couple of months of messed up food supply down at the store because of transportation interruptions, fuel interruptions, energy interruptions, war, attacks, terror. You will feel more secure and those around you will feel safe. You understand that it's a lot more than that. And heaven forbid, out on the street, there are people who are desperate, who are scared, who cannot be reassured, who are taking action on their own behalf just to survive. They don't care about feeling safe. They want a meal. They don't care about feeling safe. They want what you have. Can you defend yourself? See, you have to take action. You have to secure your safety. You have to ensure for yourself in these situations. We have some incredible, incredible times that we're living in. It's not going to be boring. It is very active, very active indeed. It's up to you. Very scary times, folks. Are you prepared? That's what the club is about, the thepreparedmind.club. Go there, go to Amazon, go to Walmart, do whatever you got to. Get those things prepared. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, and your self-defense. Like Ukraine, they turn around, no one's protecting them. Russia steps on them because they're being a bunch of jackasses. It's not going to get better, folks. They're going to continue, right, that game. When that comes here, when those chickens come home to roost here, because governments aren't doing what they're supposed to. Our military is not doing what it's supposed to protect us. It's woke. The government, the US government, is not doing what it's supposed to. Our economy and currency are in shambles. What can you do to protect yourself? That's the big question. What can you do to secure your own safety? Are you safe? Do you feel safe? What can you do? Chance favors the prepared mind. Semper Fi. Godspeed. I'll talk to you all soon.